Welcome back, people. This is Don't Sleep on the Couch podcast. I'm your boy, Mr. Prez, and with me always,
Yeah, y'all know me. It's Cash, aka Exec P. What's happening, good people? What's happening?
man. Hey, Cash, real quick for the new people who ain't never heard us, don't know what we're about. Can you please enlighten them?
Too easy. Music, sports, culture, entertainment. Each and every week, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can get entrepreneurs. You can get artists. You can get pretty much anybody from all walks of life that are doing things that are embodying hip hop culture. That's who we have on the podcast each and every week. So y'all check us out. It's a eclectic group of people. So y'all check us out. So tap in. That's really what we about.
Yeah, some weeks it can be just us. Other weeks we have interviews and have people come on to talk about their albums, projects they putting out. And I mean, those are sprinkled throughout. You never know what you're gonna kind of get, but hey, we always gonna bring you something. Gonna talk about each and every last one of those aspects, or try to hit on them each and every week. So, Cash, what's this episode number 148?
Yeah, 148, man.
148. Hey, that's not counting all the bonuses we got out there. We got a ton of about that. So if you're new to this and you're just tuning in, remember we got a full back catalog on YouTube and on all the DSPs. You can catch from the very beginnings until while I was deployed. I think we kind of started off a little bit.
Yeah.
I was there for like an episode or two, and then I was deployed. And I'm long out of the military now. So, but. we know around about that episode 13. That's when we kind of got in our little groove and everything came about. I was just going back and listening to that episode this week, man. I was just like, I was so disrespectful on the way I came into that too. I was like, oh, now it's finally getting some personality on this thing. Hey, but yeah, Cash, what we got this week?
Hey man, this week we got a lot of stuff on the docket, man. But for this segment of the episode, we have MC. He's been here a couple times, and Patty Honcho. I won't talk him up as much as I normally do, but he has a new project called Brawler Round 5. But a new person to the couch that's coming is Greenery, the producer. Like I said, we like to have both sides of the family when we talking about bringing that baby, that project to the forefront. So we like to have everybody that has a hand in the pot in making this project. So, hey, man, I'm excited to get started, man. I don't know about you, Prez. What about you?
Oh, yeah. Let's get it.
So, man, without further ado, man, we welcome to the couch for the 13th and first time, Patty Honcho and Greenery. What's going on, fellas?
What's good, my guys? Glad to be back, always.
Absolutely, man. So, yo, Patty, man, congratulations on the project. You were just on a couple weeks ago with Black Chidori, so I know that project's doing well, but this one is for your solo. So if anybody y'all don't know, Brawler Round 5, that's what we here for.
How all y'all niggas so gritty, but don't got no integrity. They want us to fall to cynicism. From the beginning, they genesis. So miss the system. Overpacked tenements and recidivism. Hit the victims, you gon' listen for years till y'all feel the feelings. I knew niggas that was loyal to snakes that was pinned against them. This authentic. You gotta meet my mighty fine protocol to get onto this team. You need a 99 overall. And if you don't play games, that mean you need to be established. If you know what I'm talking about, I mean have all your badges. You yearn for riches, for petty shit like a tattoo. I'm trying to build a legacy, change some shit for the black youth. Have you seen the soil you will land?
Greenery, welcome to the couch for the first time. We tried to have Greenery on a couple months ago when JR dropped Broken Easel, but everything didn't work out. But definitely appreciate his contributions to that project, because some of our favorite songs, I know I don't want to speak for Prez, but I think I do. Some of our favorite songs off that project are produced by Greenery, and we'll kind of go back into where you started. So, but with that said, man, Green, we want to let the people know about you a little bit, man. Where you from? What got you into producing, and then we'll kind of just go from there.
Got you. Go by Greenery. Name is Justin Green. Originally from Richmond, Virginia, but spent most of my life in North Carolina. Proud graduate of North Carolina Central University.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Go ahead with the Eagles, Fly High Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Love my HBCU. Just started music when I was like 5 years old. Started on percussion, started playing drums in church. Kind of transitioned from drums to piano. Always had a love for music, different types of music, R&B, definitely R&B, hip hop, rap, anything. So I think once I got to college, I would see people messing around with Fruity Loops. And me just being a piano player, it's like, all right, what is Fruity Loops? And it had no idea what I was doing. So it's like, all right, I know this is not for me. Let me stick with just playing piano. But I kind of picked it back up. And once I seen I kind of was good at it and I could learn and I was steady learning this, I'm here now and I'm making music like every day. This is my passion. I'm trying to make it like my full-time job and a career out of this. So, yeah, man.
Oh, man. Look, it seems like you
That's
well on your
fine.
way. Seem like you well on your way with some of these projects releasing. But we'll dive deeper into what you like and the background as we move along. But hey, Patty, man,
Yeah.
for the people who don't know and are watching for the first time, you know the drill, man. Just give it to them.
No doubt. Patty Honcho out of Paterson, New Jersey. I've been releasing music since I was probably 16, writing since I was 9. Brawler Round 5 just came out February 10th, produced by Greenery. It's on all platforms. Go check it out. Appreciate y'all.
For sure. All right, Prez. So if you don't mind, man, I'll open up with just
Go
the
ahead.
obvious. What brought you two together, man? I know "Cherish the Hunger" is when we first heard you guys together, but just give us a little bit of what brought you guys together, and now for a full length project with just one producer, one MC.
Let me go from my perspective first, because I'm the one that hit him. And I heard him produce a song for JR. And JR like tagged them, shouted them out on one of the songs. I forgot which song it was specifically that I heard him, because they got a lot of work together. So I forgot which one it was first. But I was like, oh, this beat crazy. And then I went on Greenery page and he only had like probably 1,000 or 2,000 followers, however much it was. And I was like, oh, he seemed accessible. So I just hit him up and was like, first I went to his Apple Music page and I listened to the Cook Up series. And I was like, nah, he liked that. So I hit him up. And Dream of Me, which is on Cherish the Hunger, that's on one of his Cook Up or one of his tapes. And I heard that and I was like, I really want to rap over this. Like, this would be the best intro. So I bought that one just from hearing it one time. And we started clicking ever since then. He a cool dude. We like-minded, so it worked that way.
Okay. Green, what made you want to work with him, man? Because I know from a producer perspective, give me the real. Let's just be transparent. Not everybody does well on your production. You'll take the money, right? But not everybody does well. What made you want to get into Patty Honcho and really just start to lock in on this project?
Well, if y'all know JR, anybody that can rap along with JR or anybody that he refers to rap, I'm all for it. JR is a beast on the mic. He's very lyrical. So I tapped into Patty when we kind of got that connection. And just like Patty said, it was like, all right, I'm checking out your projects and this is dope. And my little brother, he started checking out his project. And for me, my little brother's like my right-hand man. So if he's like, hey, man, one thing about Patty, he can rap on anything. And that kind of caught my attention. And it's like, all right, let me send him something that's out the loop, something that he's not comfortable with. And it's every time I sent him something, it was fire that he sent me back. Even Cherish the Hunger. Like, I appreciate him for just thinking of me to work on that project. And I feel like everything we put out and everything that we are going to put out is just going to top the last joint, man. So I'm very appreciative that I made a friend and a brother in him, for real.
Okay. That makes, hey, thank you for telling us that. It's more already in the works. So, hey, more to come already, huh?
Indeed.
I got questions for what's to come, because y'all, I'm tapped in and I know y'all have dropped a few nuggets out there on what's next and all. But yo, Patty, man, we at part 5. round 5, man. I mean, when is it gonna stop? Is it just how much does this series mean to you, man? Just from like the SoundCloud era days all the way up until now.
All right, so personally, this series, it means a lot to me. It's probably the best series I've had, cultivation of music that I've put together. Round the first 4 rounds, you know, they just YouTube beats that I had to go on YouTube, and I was like, I want to rap off this, that, and the third. I ain't have no money to hit the producers, and this was only just in 2020. And, you know, now I'm tapped in with real producers, but Brawler is an acronym. Brutal resentment awaits when losers envy real. Brawler. And life is a full fight. So I'm going to make this 12 rounds. But at the end of the day, the way I want to do it now going forward is they all going to be one producer projects. And I'm going to just switch the producer for each Brawler. And then I feel like everyone going to keep getting grittier and grittier and grittier and grittier, because each round of your fight, if you going against somebody and me going against basically the producer, if you going against somebody that's a formidable opponent, each round is going to get tougher and tougher. So each round that comes going to get more gritty and gritty. And this definitely means a lot to me, this series. I love it.
Fire. That's fire, man. I'm excited it's gonna be 12 rounds, and I love that concept, man. So that's dope, and I didn't know about the acronym, so that's good to know, man. So, you know, with the cover art and just and everything that kind of comes with making this project, like how long did it take you guys to really come with everything from its conception all the way up until, you know, presenting it, and what got left on the cutting room floor?
I want to say I started conceptualizing the idea after Cherish the Hunger, a little bit after. So I dropped Cherish the Hunger August 24th of 2021. And this came out February, so that's about 6 months or something or so. So I would say, it took about 6 months, and I only had 2 songs that didn't make it. I was going to make it 10 songs, but I took 2 off.
All right, man. So Green, my next question is for you. I mean, out of all the songs on Brawler round 5, what are some that you were like, I don't know if I'm gonna send it. I don't know how he's gonna attack this, but I'm gonna send it anyway. You know, was there any of that, or you know, do you have a favorite song on there? You know what I mean?
Honestly, it wasn't even tough sending them to him. It was the fact that he was sending me ideas and samples. And it's like, all right, man, I'm trying to mesh a acapella with an entirely different sample maybe. Or I'm trying to mesh 2 or 3 different things that I've chopped up or that he sent me. And it's like, all right, I'm sitting here for days and days and days. Like, all right, maybe this idea. Nah, I'm not even going to send that maybe. But at the end of the day, I was confident that whatever I sent to him, he was going to send back some fire. As far as favorites, I'm still trying to figure out favorites even on Cherish the Hunger. I can't. It's hard. It's hard because it's hard for me to take my producer's hat off and become a fan, because I'm so like, all right, yeah, I'm making sure this. Yeah, I'm in the zone while I'm listening. But lately, I've been putting on that fan hat, and I'm like, all right, this is good work. Every song is better than the last, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna repeat the whole. And I don't even think I have a favorite above all. The entire tape is like my favorite tape, honestly. Like I got a lot of Integrity is one of them. Like wrong man. It's like, I'm like, man.
I want to interject right there on Wrong Man, bro, because that is like one of my favorite beats of Greenery's of all time, because this ain't sample snitching, it's our shit. So I sent them Anita Baker, Body and Soul. That's one of my favorite songs of all time. Anita Baker, Body and Soul. And I sent them the acapella. and he sent me back that shit, and it only took one take for him to chop it up, and that's it. He put it together perfectly. That's all it took. One try, bro. Greenery, man. I be telling y'all, tap in with bro.
That's the one you had with Black Chidori too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Black
Tell us about that feature, man. Like, cause I've been tapping in with Black a lot more since we did the interview last in regards to just his music, because I've seen it populate on Twitter and online. You know what I'm saying? But like, with so much interviews and so much thing we do, I got to keep it funky. I wasn't as familiar as I probably should have been. You know what I mean? So as I'm tapping in, I'm like, oh shit, he can do this, and you let him go, You know what I'm saying? So, you know how you feel about that feature, man, with that being your man, but just like him getting off too at the same time.
Right. Yeah, man. Me and Black, we like Green. Me and Green, man, we talk almost every day. And I could hit up Black, like, yo, I need you real quick. He can hit me, like, I need you for this. And we either send it back to each other the same day, or it take us a little bit or whatever because of some work shit or whatever. But we hit each other, like, so I needed him for that. I was like, yo, I think I can hear you on this one. And he sent it back ASAP. And that was that easy for me and Black.
Shit haters call me a young tyrant. I'm inspiring your girls to help one. And it's like the bitch I've been spitting. I sit there with the GO class and no mad. Through time I would travel, I'm probably gon' crash. I'm old fashioned, spliffy, no coke action. Bones cracking, so tragic, no passion. Beat it into you, nigga. Joe Jackson. Most madness comes from within. Hugging the pin, the shit that knows me most lately. This shit's like, what is a friend? Fuck it, I've been good when I'm solo routing. They good when they go without me. I'm good with the flows I'm counting. Drop bombs like I'm Wojnarowski. You got beef with the wrong man. Bars can't wait cause I write with my strong hand. I used to be the nigga that you hit if you want grams. Now I'm one of the best. We here to flex if you call fam. You got beef with the wrong man. Bars can't wait.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, man, y'all turned into a pretty good little tag team, man. I know, like, JR have him and King James, and like now every time I'm hearing y'all together, man, y'all kind of every song just get better and better with it, you know. Huh? Yeah. Like I can definitely see like them. They always play great off each other on the song. So, like Cash had said, like I think about 2 episodes ago, like not every tag team that you kind of dream up in your head kind of go off like they should. Like I think he mentioned some of the Jay and Nas like collaborations and stuff like this. How they not always grand slams, but like
they
I'm
probably
saying,
about 10%
like,
in collabs.
I mean, you could feel the energy like in you can feel the energy on these tracks, like a young Meth and Redman, you know.
Red, yeah, facts. That's facts. I'll take the Red part too.
Nice comparison, Prez. Nice comparison, man. But Green, you hit on something that I didn't even have down as a question, but I'll ask it anyway because you know, as creatives, man, like you talk about that mental block that you guys get, and you know, Patty, you too, you jump in wherever, like with so much work that you guys are doing with each other and for other people, how do you guys navigate that creative block?
Honestly, just living my regular life. I've had to realize, and my fiance has helped me realize that it's things outside of music. So it's like, all right, I can go to work, you know what I'm saying? And it takes me away from the creativity. But even at work, I can find the inspiration. I can hear a sound or hear a sample or hear a song. I play my video game just to, all right, I done made like 3 or 4 tracks, maybe 5, 6. Let me hop on 2K or something, or get on Call of Duty, or even just sit back and watch a documentary or read a book. I don't have to be hands-on with the music to get past the music block. And it took a while for me to realize that, because I would sit here and force it. And one thing I realized is you can't force it. Can't force it at all. So for me, it's just living my regular, normal life and doing other things that are routine for me, and not really just trying to force my hand with the music, because at this point, it's going to come. It's going to come.
All right, Patty, what about you, man?
Definitely the same sort of things. I'll be tapping into comics and I'll go watch like some superhero stuff and try and think of something, and then next thing you know, I'm starting the 16 up. Like, but I do get blocked sometimes. Like a block for me is like if I go 2 days without writing not one bar, I'm like, oh, I'm bugging. So it's different for, but yeah, I go watch something, go watch some Star Wars or something and think of something, you feel me? Yeah.
Yeah, man. You always come out like swinging off the jump, man. I was like, can we go ahead and get into some of these trash cats?
Let's get into it because I got questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got questions about some of these lyrics, some of these bars. Yeah, let's get into it.
So let's go ahead and start with the intro, man. Like you just gave a little way to that you kind of use some of the superhero stuff to kind of get into things, and like on this one I felt like you kind of came out swinging some of the you catching the little superhero little lines. I think the Quicksilver one is the one that kind of got out for me, like you chasing the gold, they chasing Quicksilver, like yeah. So those lines, man, like this was nothing bad about all the other projects, but I'm saying this intro, like I mean, like it really felt like that Brawler, like you saying, like you just came out just like hitting them hard with it. Just love the intro. Like what made you? What was your original thought process, and like was that the intent on this one?
So I knew for this tape that it was going to be a boxing themed comic book related tape. That's what I was going to make the whole tape, basically. I was going to have some boxing references. I was going to have some comic book references. And it was going to be over some crazy beats. And for when I got the intro, it took me so long to write over it. I was just sitting there just listening to it for weeks. I promise you, just listening to it because the beat was by itself. It's just crazy. And I'm like, after a while, I'm like, yeah, this the intro. So I was like, let me start with the acronym. Brutal resentment awaits when losers envy real. And I just was like, I'm going to rhyme with that. And then I had to just curate it to put something before it to make it sound good. And, but it really started with the acronym this time. And I usually, for the other ones, I didn't like even enunciate the acronym like that. I was just creating, but the acronym helped me with creating for this project for real. Yeah.
Prez, my dumb ass.
Bitch, this Brawler 5. Slaughter left me horrified. I called it just to pour my pride. My aura left me glorified. I'm out here flipping flows, my nigga. This ain't no quarter pie. Cause when you make a music, you never die, you immortalize. Brutal resentment awaits when losers envy real. You hate him cause he rich and sound stupid cause you envy bills. Your squad full of Tommaso Buchettas and some Henry Hills. How come y'all don't envy skills? Cause he know that get him killed. Pat's Adam, electric with the methods. Black Adam, turn your wife to a black widow, nigga. Yeah, Taskmaster on black fashion inspires the world. Got some copycats, it's crazy how we crop the food and we got the scraps. It's crazy.
Damn, Prez, my dumb ass ain't even realized that at the beginning.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah, he came out with it this time around, man. And then you said so when it was pre talking about it, you said Integrity was the first track that you kind of did, and that was like the first one that you kind of planned out on this. Like, so how did that come about?
Integrity, man. When I heard it, and it had I don't want to mistake it, but I think that's like a Wu-Tang. They talking in the sample, right, Green?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I heard the Wu-Tang shit, and for some reason, it made me feel like triumph. Like, you feel me? It made me feel that type of So I was just like, Integrity. It's kind of related, and it gave me that same vibe. And then it was gritty, and I'm like, Integrity, like this shit gritty. So I just started writing, and it came together, man. I just heard the beat and thought of the concept, and then when I started writing, yeah, the wordplay at the beginning of that one is ridiculous.
Cool. So this came out Friday. I'm about maybe 4 to 5 listens in. It's about 20 minutes. So thanks for keeping it short with our attention span nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Get in and out, OG classic, So thanks for doing that. But with that said, man, Patty, I gotta ask a personal question. Are you involved with a young lady at the moment?
It's complicated.
Okay. I wonder why it's complicated. It might be complicated based on what is your affinity for Raven Simone, my man? Tell us about it, man. What's your affinity for Rave? You know what I mean? Let us know, man. You know, you had to drop it in the line. I gotta ask.
Listen, That's So Raven was that shit when I was coming up, man. I was born in '98, bro. So I was a young nigga watching That's So Raven. And I know my listeners is around my age. And I done have visions about where I'm going to be. I done have visions of me on Don't Sleep with Kash Prez and shit like that. So I have visions about this shit like Raven Simone. And that's why I had to put it in there.
Hey, man. I was like, yo, because, I'm old. You know, we might as well let the cat out the bag. I'm about 11 months from 40, man. So, I look at Raven as, even though Raven is like maybe 2-3 years younger, I look at her as like, little Raven. So when I heard that, I was like, what? Wait a minute. What am I listening to? But, you know what I'm saying? Perspective is everything, right?
Facts.
Man, to keep with that, both of those words, perspective and vision, like that's what took me to like one of my favorite tracks, Built the Land. Like I think like you was giving a little bit more introspective, like on society and everything going up in there. But then you also got that vision, and I think your vision can kind of be off a little bit sometimes, or maybe a little bit clouded. Like you see things in the future, but they may not come to light. So let's talk about the Built the Land bar where you had talked about the Lakers and Westbrook, and they built like a super team. So, and that was a reflection of your team. I hope not.
Was that your vision in September before the season started?
All right, so for the people that did watch That's So Raven, they know that she wasn't always right. Her vision was.
I'm ducking the favors, bitch. You should've stuck to the paper. Run from the majors independently. Hush up the haters. Me and my niggas is a super team, like Russ to the Lakers. Out of the stratosphere with flows on the moon, slumped on the crater. Me and my niggas trying to stack this bread and stay balanced. Yeah, out there breaking legs, doing the crate challenge. Stay valid, cuz if you solid, my nigga, then you rare. Bars the skin of bear. Standing on your neck, the thinnest hairs. I live through fair. Manifest in the mansion with central air. Been the best and I plan to begin this tear.
Her visions gave her things that made her think she was right. But then in the light of it all, it was actually something else. So we got Russell Westbrook. We have Russ, AD, LeBron. Oh my God, me and my niggas is a super team like Russ to the Lakers. I'm putting that in the song. And this is before the season. I wrote it. And obviously I'm listening to this shit and I'm like, niggas gonna get on me for this, but I'm still dropping it, man. I don't care. I ain't changing this bar.
I'm not sacrificing the scheme for shit.
Nah.
I'm not gonna make you point out which person in your team is the Russell Westbrook. Who's hitting the bricks? Who's just throwing them up there? Not really hitting the swishes.
Hey, Patty, I'm gonna shoot you some bell real quick, Patty. I'm gonna shoot you some bell. Mm-hmm. You talking to a man that's giving you shit. That's a former Laker fan turned Magic fan, just because he moved to Orlando. You know what I'm saying? So he got out while the getting was good. So don't let Prez talk this shit, man. He was a former. I think he still is a Laker fan because he still texts me from time to time randomly about Laker shit. I'm like, this business don't concern you. This don't concern you. It's like, why are you texting me about missed free throws or whatnot?
I'm gonna say this. He definitely still got some Laker pride in him. Once you bleed purple and gold, you always gonna bleed that. I don't know why you would switch to the Magic.
He's just trying to be a good father. He took his son. He took his son to a game. His son don't know no better. My godson. He don't know no better. You know, he raising his kid all wrong, letting them just root for anybody. Just because you live in the city don't mean you got to be a fan of the team.
I'm telling you.
Man, we go there too often. We go there too often, man. We gotta pull for the home squad. We can get in from the ground floor. It's easy. It's hard right now. You know what I mean? Like, but you know, when they finally do make it out, which I don't think they will, it's gonna be. We're gonna be on the right side of it. We're gonna be on the right side of it. We're gonna understand the struggle.
Yo, Prez, can we stay here for a little bit? A little bit on NBA.
Yeah.
You know, I want to give him a little something different, man. I know the same. You guys are gonna be on a bunch of different platforms. They're gonna ask you the same questions. We want to give them a little bit something different, right? So let's stay there, man. You know, again, Patty, Green, jump in wherever, because I know you got a game to get to. You know, Green hoop as well, and so just so y'all know, you know, and I heard the background story with JR, so we'll get into all that though, but. NBA free agency, man. Patty, you from Jersey. I'll never respect the Brooklyn Nets as being from Brooklyn, even though that's where I'm from. They always do New Jersey Nets to me. Nick right here. But how you feel about the trade, man? You know, Harden is finally gone all year long. I mean, you finally get Ben Simmons in. I mean, that's what Daryl Morey's been trying to do. You know, y'all let me know how y'all feel about the trade. Who won the trade?
Right. If anybody know me, man, I go to a lot of Nets games. I already been to like almost 10 Nets games this year. I'm a Laker fan, but I live right there, so I like to go to the Nets games. And I went to the Nets and Philly game, and it's crazy because, like, you know, they got a lot of animosity. I went before the trade. So the fact that Harden is over there now, I honestly think Philly could have won it. But we have to see how Harden is. Like, Harden is like, now he's becoming sort of like a drama queen or something. I don't know what it is, but he's forcing trades. This is his second time in a row. So if Harden likes the locker room, I'm giving it to Philly, because how can you go bad with Harden and Joel? They got rid of Seth, but they got Harden. So that's big. And the Nets, Kyrie still can't play home games, and there's a lot of factors that's going in. Drummond is drumming, even though he was doing better. He was doing better in Philly.
Yeah, he was as a backup for sure.
Yeah, he was doing better in Philly, but you know he's still drumming.
Man,
and KD
that Kyrie
is
thing's
getting
about to
banged
change
up.
though, right?
Yeah, New York State
The New York
passed the
mandates,
law, but not the city. Yeah, so we're waiting on that. Green, how you feel about the trade overall?
Dude, I feel like it's hard to say, honestly, because of Harden's game. I'm not sure if it's going to mesh well with Joel Embiid. Them two players that really got to have the ball in their hands to make something happen. Not so much Joel, because I feel like he can make things happen from a center standpoint way more than James should be from a guard standpoint. And as far as Ben Simmons, we don't know what he can do as far as this year, because we haven't seen anything.
I didn't even mention him.
Even then, I don't even need him to shoot. I know people get on him about his shot, but I don't even look for small forward to shoot. I just need you to play defense and make things happen on the court as far as a stretch. So it's kind of hard to tell, because he's on a team to where he can mesh well with the Kyrie and the KD, but they have attitude issues as well, just like James Harden and Joel Embiid does. So it's like you got two teams that both of them got attitude issues. Both of them have superstars that need the ball in their hands, and it's hard to say. And it's not like both of them like that good right now.
Yeah,
they not like.
A few holes in their game. I get what you and Patty both saying. But you was gonna say something, Prez?
Yeah. So this is like one of the next games I'm going to down here for the Magic. I'm going to the Nets game. I think it's like March 15th. Yeah. So, but man, I'm excited to see like what Ben, like, it's gonna tell a lot about his character and what he's doing. Like, you can sit there and mope all day long and everything, but you kind of been sitting off to the side. Did you develop a nice little mid range? Because you had plenty of time to do that. Like, that's gonna tell me a lot about your character and what type of person you are. If you ain't built that up, but just a little bit to come back to, like, I want to show y'all. You know what I mean? Trade me, and then the minute I get off this, I want to show y'all. And but then I think the Nets still one of their downfalls they're gonna have is, man, okay, Kyrie, we've been getting sprinkles of him, right? And he's been amazing when we're getting the sprinkles of him. But if y'all know Kyrie like I know Kyrie, or I've seen Kyrie these past couple years, when it comes tough time, it seems like a magical injury always happens. He gonna be sitting down. So
Ghost.
So I'm nervous about that. When he goes back on that full schedule, when he can play all the games, is he gonna really be able to play all the games? Because I haven't seen that in the past. Like what?
Shit, he should be playing all the away games. He should be the healthiest motherfucker in the league.
They say Ben Simmons is at peak physical condition, but his mental stability is off.
Yeah,
that's what they say.
I'll take.
Well, that's in that whole look. That mean he right there with Kyrie. They can go to the same psychiatrist or something, and maybe they can work something out. You know,
I've been waiting to say my piece. I'll take a weak, mentally stable Ben Simmons over a lot of players. He covers 9 positions, bro. 9 positions. Mm-hmm. Now I know y'all say 5, but I'm just saying offensive and defensive. You know what I mean? The only position he doesn't play is center on offense. So, but everything else he can cover. So I'm cool with sliding him to the point. Give Kyrie the ball as a shooting guard, which he want. You don't want Kyrie as your point guard. The only reason you got him as your point guard because he but 6'3". You know what I mean? That's the only reason he's listed as that. But he ain't really a point guard. He's a shooting guard. You know what I mean? So, and then KD gonna get buckets. KD was a foot away from being in the finals. I don't care if Kyrie's not there. To be honest with you, I trust KD over everybody in the East. Mm-hmm. That's hands down, no debate. KD gonna get you 40 to 50 for a series. He probably can average that. There's nobody that can guard him in the East, and that's just what I'm saying. But Harden, on the flip side,
Giannis,
yeah, he can get that. I don't think Giannis can guard KD. I mean, I think he could try. I think he could match him.
Nobody could guard KD. Nobody could guard Giannis, but making it difficult is.
But that's the thing.
Right.
But remember I said about Ben though, right? He can guard. Ben has guarded the best of the best and held them. Like they still scored. Like let's go back to the Kawhi Leonard series when the Sixers was a few like 9 bounces away from getting into the Eastern Conference Finals. He did a damn good job on Kawhi. Kawhi had to earn all those points. He wasn't, shooting efficiently. It wasn't going 40, 50%. He was more so in the high 30s. So KD will have to earn it if he ever went up against Giannis and vice versa, when Giannis is guarded by Ben Simmons. So I like these matchups. I've never seen anything like this in the middle of a season where 2 guys or 2 teams on a fucking collision course to meeting each other trade for like prominent players. So I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited for it. So as soon as football season is over with, everybody can concentrate back on the NBA and see what the drama gonna be like. So Green, man, I know you got to roll out, brother. So we'll kind of end with this, man. Just you've been doing music for a while. You grew up in the church. Who are just like some of your and we'll pivot here and we'll go back to Patty as we kind of move on and let you go, man. But who was just some of your people that you looked up to, kind of production wise or music wise, before you started really making this a profession?
Like I said, I was a big fan of R&B. When I was young, I would get my brother's clothes and dress up like Jodeci, like with the big coat and the big boots and big pants. So I'm a big fan of R&B music, man. Drew Hill, Tank, Jamie Foxx. So that kind of grabbed my attention. And then when I started playing piano, I saw how we kind of used the same chords in R&B and in gospel. And then when I started producing, it's like, all right, I'm using the same chords in gospel, R&B, and this trap or this hip hop. So somebody like a Timberland, I love. He has an ear for like a supersonic sound. Even guys like Pharrell, both of them being from Virginia, me being from Virginia, it's a VA love. I feel like, man, we just musically inclined from VA. Other producers, I gotta say, I'm a fan of myself. I can finally say that. It took a while, but I'm becoming a fan of myself, honestly. Every now and then when I take that producer hat off and I put that fan hat on, it's like,
I did that shit.
Greenery kind of did his thing. Like it's okay. It's all right. And like even artists that produce their own music, J. Cole, Crit. I've seen sessions to where they actually sit down and take the time to give awesome production to their work. I'm just a fan of music, man. It doesn't matter who it's coming from. It doesn't matter what genre it is. If it sounds good to my ear, I'm gonna love it. If I can sample it, I'm gonna love it even more. So,
dope. Yeah, man. So that's dope, man. Greenery, I know you got to get out of here, man. Thanks for
yeah, I gotta go get this dub, man. I'm trying to get this dub.
Man. Let's know what you get here, man. Nothing less than 25, 10, and 10. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got it. Dub.
For sure, man. Hey, Green, we appreciate you, man. You know, you always welcome back here on the couch for anything. You don't have to necessarily be music. It could be any of the topics that we talk about: sports, entrepreneurship, so on and so forth. Or if you just want to come on, chop it up, you're more than welcome to tap in, man. So we appreciate
Cash is an Eagles fan too.
Yeah, as an Eagles fan, so you know, I'm starting that pod back up.
Bro, I love it.
You see it? Wait. Oh, no.
Yes, sir.
Baby. That's not it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Right there, you know what I'm saying? Gotta make them. This is something certain people would never see in their lifetime, Prez. You know that championship right there, baby. You know what I'm saying?
So you was wrapping up with Greenery? That's what was going on? Come on, give us a wrap it up.
Let Green go. Let's let Green go, man.
I love what y'all doing here. This is beautiful. Like, it took me a while to even get used to being on platforms like this, but I thank y'all for inviting me. Patty, you already know it's love with me and you, man.
Always.
When I get game, back to work, he gonna let y'all know about this next project after.
That's the very next question. Blaxploitation.
Oh my goodness,
sir.
I'm gonna let y'all enjoy that one.
All right,
hey, y'all be easy.
All right,
peace out,
man.
bro.
All right. So he left us with the question, man. How far are we into the Blaxploitation LP, EP? You know, I mean, I know you're already on the heels of Brawler Round 5, man, but you know, I know you guys are constantly in motion.
Yeah, man, I love it, man. Just finished Brawler 5, but I ain't never stopped working. But yeah, the next Patty and Greenery collaboration will be Blaxploitation, The Blaxploitation, Volume 1. And we're going to make this one an EP, probably. We're going to max it out at 7 songs, maybe. But we could be less, but we're going to max it out at 7 songs. Right now, we got 3 done, maybe. I'll say that. We got 3 done. So it's coming crazy. It's coming together crazy, too. Only thing y'all heard was that rough draft I put on my Twitter.
That was fire.
Yeah. It's on my pinned tweet right now. It's going to be that whole type of vibe. The whole tape is that vibe.
Prez, I think you're gonna like it. I don't know if you saw the tweet that he put out, but it's a vibe, man. It's different, and it's like, damn, Patty can go on this type of vibe. Like I got high expectations for that project. And then something I did hear that Green said as far as his love for R&B. And the last time you was on, you had mentioned making a love album or something like that, like or just something centered around that. So
yeah, like the Nick Grant he was saying.
Yeah. So that's dope, man. That's dope that it's all coming together. But with that said, Patty, man, Prez, you got any more questions for him?
Yeah, like so you're starting off your writing process on the Blaxploitation. You're gonna stay away from the quick super team references on this one. You know, you're gonna give it time to play out, or do you have any other visions?
Right, it's barely any sports references. It ain't no superhero shit. It's more literally I watched a lot of Blaxploitation films, so I'm talking about like the Truck Turner shits and you know, Foxy Brown and all that type of you know, uptown Saturday night vibes, and yeah, we referencing those. We on that vibe for that tape.
Damn, I'm thinking like it's so much that you could get into, man. I'm gonna send you a few flicks that me and my pops grew up watching together, man. And see.
Yeah, I ain't seen them all, so yeah, send me. I want to watch most everything I can. You know.
Have you ever seen Black Dynamite?
Yeah, Black Dynamite.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
recent. That's a recent one.
I think y'all talked about that one on the last episode, right?
No, I think it was
on the last one.
Dolomite, the Eddie Murphy joint, the recent one
Oh,
that he
Dolomite.
did. He did.
Fine. Yeah, Dolomite. And the old one too.
Yeah.
Rudy Ray Moore.
Yeah. There's so many places y'all can go, man. Like you can't mess that one up. All you got to do is do the raps, and the production got to be on point. But I can tell with the skits and just different stuff, it's gonna be something to behold, man. So, yo, man, I don't know what else to say, man. I think this one is a wrap, man. This is a project that's really damn good, man. I'm excited that we got 7 more rounds of it to go, man, and the different concepts with different producers as you move along. So that's a dope concept for the project, man, and how you put it together as far as life and going through the different trials and tribulations. And it's a 12-round fight. Yeah, we support it wholeheartedly, man. So, but yeah, man, that's all I got. Prez, you got any last retakes before we let Patty go?
Yeah, this was like one of the best listens this weekend. I really do think y'all should go check it out. And as you check this one out, go back on this SoundCloud, check out the Brawler round through 1 through 4. You kind of see the evolution and how his plan is coming together for this 5-round fight, 12-round fight that he's saying that this is going to be. So, right off the jump on this one, though, it grabs you. 8 songs, 21 minutes. Definitely ain't a waste of your time at all. Like, you're going to enjoy it. And especially, like, I'm going to tell you, I have my stuff on repeat. Minute that intro come back on, no matter how I'm listening to it, like I gotta re-listen at that intro. It just gets me every time, man. Like I said, you come out swinging on it, so I don't want to end when I hear that tune come back on. So
Appreciate y'all, bro, for real.
No doubt. Yeah, built this land or built the land? Built the land is my favorite one off of the whole project, and then right behind that is tie between Wrong Man and What's Love Without You. So I'm always a fan of like stuff towards the end, because if it's still hitting towards the end, I know in my heart of hearts and as an MC that you really care. You know what I'm saying? You wanted every last one to be a banger, and that outro is just as important as the intro. So in the intro, definitely that goes without saying, man. But without keeping you further, man, Patty, I'll let you take us out with the last words before we let you go.
Most Def, yo, first appreciate y'all, man, and Brawler 5 everywhere, all platforms. I'm coming in April. I'm dropping something else in April. I'm gonna stay tuned. You know, late April, me and Furious Styles, we dropping the tape. It's untitled so far, but I'm working on that. And Patty Honcho on Instagram, Patty_Honcho on Twitter, and Brawler Round 5 everywhere. Thank y'all.
No doubt. So with that said, I'm Kash, one half of the Don't Sleep on the Couch podcast team. My man down there, that if y'all looking on YouTube land, is Mr. Prez. This is episode 148. You know, it's a wrap, man. We got more to come. So y'all definitely tap in music, sports, culture, entertainment each and every week. That's what you guys can, hang your hat on listening to. So we out. Patty, appreciate you, man.
No doubt. Likewise.
all right, man.